I read a quote a while back that said, "Don't hustle yourself into an early grave." And I just thought, wow, that is such a good reminder because we all like to do good work and it becomes so tempting and easy to go, go, go. And if I just work harder, then I will accomplish this and get noticed by them and achieve that. But what are you doing in the process? Are you missing out on healthy relationships and making memories? Are you balancing the hustle with heart? And I think that's a really valuable question. And I want to take today's episode as just a gentle reminder for you that rest isn't a reward you have to earn after you work hard enough. Rest is productive too, and you don't have to earn it. You just need to make sure to incorporate it into your regular routine and schedule. So if you're feeling tired, exhausted, stretched too thin, or like you're just barely running on fumes, I want you to know you're not alone and you're not broken. You're not behind. You're not lazy. You are allowed to rest and still be proud of yourself. So today's episode is your reminder that rest is productive too. So let's dive in. Are you too busy to prep healthy meals? Do you feel self-conscious about your body and your clothes not fitting right, but you don't have time to work out? Does your life feel unorganized and messy? Do you wish you had routines and habits that made health simple, even with your busy schedule? I know, I've been there. Hi, I'm Shannon Marquita, and no one ever really taught me how to eat healthy. I didn't know anything about nutrition, so I found myself eating whatever was easy, which definitely impacted my energy, weight, and focus. That's why I created this podcast, to show you that through healthy habits and time management, you can know you're doing health right. So stop scrolling social, clicking the ads, and buying all the things. Let's grab our Americano and pop in our AirPods. It's time to solve the real problem together. Welcome home. A fresh start awaits. Just like the quote in the beginning of this episode that talked about don't hustle yourself into an early grave, I read one that said, make sure you take some time for yourself to stay grounded in the midst of all this craziness. Because life can get crazy really quickly in work, in your personal life, in things that are out of your control. So it's really important, despite all the pieces, to stay grounded, to take time for yourself so that you can focus and you can process and show up how you want to. Because when we're tired, we have a tendency to feel like we are falling short and we're failing. But tired doesn't mean that you're failing. Tired means that you're carrying a lot and you have been doing it for a while, not that you're doing something wrong. And I need you to really understand that concept and to remind yourself that it's not something to be ashamed of. I can't believe I'm tired. How come nobody else is tired? Other people are tired too. They may not be showing it yet. They may have gotten really good at hiding it. They might not have healthy practices in order to maintain their energy, but I want you to have the healthy habit. I want you to get the rest that you need. And when you do have energy and are showing up, for that to be in healthy ways too. So feeling tired is not failure. Remember that. Another piece that's really important to remember is that your worth is not your productivity. You are not valuable because of how much you do. You are valuable because of who you are. We produce better when we take care of ourselves, when we practice our healthy habits, when we honor our boundaries and our time, and we include rest to rejuvenate and feel restored and to be present with our loved ones. But you are not valuable only because of what you do. And if you find yourself struggling with this thought or concept or belief, we definitely need to talk about it, because you need to know that you are worthy outside of your productivity, and you need to re-center and you need to refocus that piece of your perspective and story so that you know this truth. I think a big piece of this misconception comes from the idea also that we live in a very competitive
culture where a lot of businesses and just overall environments thrive on competition. And so we have this mindset that we can't both win. We can't both succeed. Now, in sports, yes, there's very rarely a tie. I get it. There's first place, second place, whatever the sport is. But in life, there can be multiple people who are successful. It's not you or them, him or her. We're not constantly in competition with each other. And so if you see somebody who's being very productive and successful, cheer them on. Let them maybe mentor you. Get some advice, input, takeaways, and decide what works for you. Because yes, they maybe have found what's worked for them, but your stories are not the same. Your journeys are not the same, but don't feel like you have to compete. It's not a matter of, oh, I just need to do more so that I can be more like them. And if I can do everything just like them, then I'll be enough. No, you are enough right now. You need to honor your priorities because you are not the same as them. And your true strength isn't in pushing harder. It's knowing when to rest, honoring your energy, honoring your priorities, honoring your life and what you need to get done, because you have no idea what's on everybody else's plate or list or any of the things that they are struggling with behind the scenes. You only see what's on surface level. And so you need to stay in your lane and you need to focus on you and you need to do what is right and healthy for you. I want to give you some journal prompts for this week to think about, to process as you're working through this in your own life. And the first one is, what would it feel like to rest without guilt? This is such a big one because I know that I regularly struggle with this. It is crazy no matter how much work that I do. This is one that I always struggle with. And I have to constantly have a talk with myself that rest is healthy. I know that it's healthy. But when you have everything going through your mind that you could be doing, you feel like you should be doing it. And so what I start to do is look at my schedule again, make sure that everything is accounted for, nothing is getting missed or forgotten. And part of my schedule that I budgeted is this rest time, and it is essential. And the guilt goes out the window and is replaced with gratitude. So that's where I want you to find yourself, is resting with gratitude and being at peace because you know that this is necessary too. Next one is, where am I pushing myself harder than I need to? This is a powerful one. Only you know the answer, but this goes back to healthy boundaries too. Where are you maybe doing more than you should? Do you need to delegate? Do you need to practice saying no? Are you taking on more than you should because you're used to saying yes, or being a people pleaser and you don't want to disappoint or have a hard conversation? This is something to really sit with and to look at your relationships, your schedule, your commitments. What is draining you? Because that's going to help point you to areas that you probably should have practiced a no or a not right now or some healthy boundary of yours. Last one for today is, what small way can I honor my energy today? And this is a good one because it helps you to stay intentionally focused of during your productivity, during your presence. It's not taking entire days or weeks off. It's just today, how can I honor my energy? Can I take a small break, get some fresh air? Can I step away from maybe a spreadsheet that I have been staring at just to kind of clear my head and to regroup? A lot of times we miss the easy answer or the simple solution because we are so tired and burned out and drained, and we have been working so hard nonstop for so long that our brains are just exhausted as well, and we have to step back and regroup in order to see the solution and the answer with fresh eyes and clarity. Along with these journals, I want to give you a few affirmations for you to remind yourself of as you're practicing this, because it's going to be a lot harder than you think. If you've tried before, if you've experienced this, you know exactly how hard it is. And I just want you to know with complete confidence that this is necessary. It will help your productivity. It will help your presence. It will help you show up better, stronger, more intentionally and confidently. So the affirmations I want to give you are, you are not broken. You are not behind. you are allowed to rest. If you were here for Tuesday's episode, you also remember me telling you about my energy guide. So again, if you have already messaged me, then I hope that you are loving it. If you haven't, you can send me a message over on any social media platform or even my email. It has some audio clips to help walk you through some healthy practices for during your day, just to help get the blood flowing and just to refocus in your breaks that you take. And it also gives you some links and recommended supplements that I take that you can try that are clean and help with sustainable energy and focus throughout the day. So I hope you're doing well. I hope this episode has served you as a healthy reminder and encouragement that you are doing good work. You are more than enough. And just like you serve and honor others and want to show up as your best always for them, you need to be doing that for yourself too. And resting to regroup, to rejuvenate, and just to reset is a very big piece of that. Talk to you soon.
If this podcast helped, challenged, or inspired you in some way, I would love it if you'd do me a huge favor and leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps me to hear from you and know how this is best serving you. And go ahead and screenshot this and share it in your stories. Tag me at Shannon Marquita. That's ShannonMarqueta. And send it over to a friend in a text who is ready for healthy changes in her life too. Let her know that this episode might serve her as well. I am just so grateful for you and would love to hear from you. Come hang out and let's connect over in my Facebook group, bit.ly.com/afreshstart, or send me a message. I look forward to seeing you back here in a few days.